guys, so this is week 4 now. I have had a little bit of an interesting experience in my internship recently. Our acuity level has definitely dropped drastically. We have admitted 4 patients in 3 weeks to the hospital, which is both a positive and a negative. It's a positive for the patient to go through my facilitator and I to get admitted through the hospital, because we can staff directly with the psychiatrist and get them admitted directly instead of having them go to our crisis department and sit for about 4 to 5 hours and wait for an assessment and then get a staffing with one of the psychiatrists there. So it's definitely been an interesting week with that. I don't know if you guys have ever admitted someone to the hospital directly, but it's a lot of paperwork. We've struggled with some of it. Our fax machine isn't working appropriately, and you're supposed to fax over the paperwork. So I've actually had to drive the paperwork to the hospital, which really isn't that big of a deal. It's literally like 3 blocks away. But it's just, the ease of convenience, making sure someone can stay with the client while you're dealing with the paperwork, that kind of stuff. So my question to you guys is, what do you guys think makes someone a good candidate for admission? With the 4 patients that we have admitted in the last, I would say, 3 weeks, they've all been drastically different. I think one of them was a stress reaction to a home situation, and someone who they thought was supportive was actually not supportive of them. Another one, she was seeing hallucinations, so that was pretty clear cut on that. Last night, my client had made 3 suicide attempts over the weekend unsuccessfully. Thankfully, they were unsuccessful, because she does have 4 kids, so we do want to see her get better, and she is working hard at getting better, just having a few setbacks and relapses, things like that. And then the other patient, again, was having a stress reaction to some trauma. The gentleman that she's been living with and in a relationship with has become physically abusive. She's no longer living there, which made her homeless. So on top of being homeless, she also had some broken vertebrae due to the abuse, and then was just unable to place that somewhere. So we did admit her as well, just for trauma, and she was pretty down, had some suicidal thoughts. When I talked to her, it was really sad, and I've seen her at high points, and now I've seen her at her lowest. And so it just makes me a little bit sad for her, due to just knowing where she was when she left our program originally, because she left right as I started, and knowing where she is now and how much work she had done, and kind of how all these life stressors have really pushed that work to the side and those new positive coping skills down. My secondary question to you guys is, also this week, with all of this going on, I've had some great conversations with some of my clients and have really been building a great rapport with them. One of my clients was talking to me last night on our break between groups, and she was saying that she's trying to be more aware of how her actions are affecting other people. And so she had asked me if I thought she was frustrating to work with, which I thought was an odd question, because this individual is great to work with. She's really outgoing, very, very open to sharing what's going on with her, open to suggestions about what she should do. So thought it was a little odd that she thought that she was being frustrating to me. So I definitely reassured her that she was not being frustrating, and if anything, I would like for her, if I could, to give her the perspective of people looking in on her life and seeing it and where she is. I think it would give her hope about the progress and growth that she has made, because she has made a lot of changes, a lot of progress. She still has a long way to go, but she definitely is working really hard, so I wish that she could see that from our perspective. So my secondary question to you guys is, What do you think about clients coming to you in these ways, and how do you think you can foster more of those relationships with clients? Because I definitely want, the vast majority of my clients to feel like they can relate to me in that way or ask me those types of questions. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I also hope wherever you guys are living, it is drier than it is here. We have had a week and a half straight of rain where I live, so I hope you guys have some sunshine. Have a great week.